Hi guys, it's me, Dainus, with yet another video. This is the first video of two video series on how to create DNA animation in Adobe After Effects. This tutorial does not require third-party plugins, everything is gonna be made with shapes. We start by creating new sequence. Make it, let's say, a 1K on 1K pixels or whatever size that fits you, but I really recommend it to be equal in dimensions. The next step is to create shapes. Choose the color. I like it to make goldish. Note that you can change the color anytime during this tutorial. Let's create a circle. To make it precise, hold Shift key and drag it. Next, select shapefile, choose anchor point tool or simple click Y on your keyboard and drag the anchor point directly to the middle. Press Ctrl to turn on pan. Now we can resize our circle to the size we want and duplicate it. Drag it directly down and let's change a color. Select both of our shapes, let's move marker to about 2 seconds and choose split layer by going to edit, split layer. Delete the longer layers. Select both of the shapes and duplicate it again. It is important to make the sequence of shapes exactly as I made in order to avoid future failures. Drag the shape 3 and 4 until the end of the shape 1 and 2. Now select shape 1 and 2, press P for position, click a stopwatch, and what we need to do now is to make the shapes to swap positions. It's quite simple, just look at position coordinates. The same thing must be done with shape number 3 and number 4. As we can see, it changes position quite well, but at the same time colors are changing too. To fix this, simply change the colors of shapes by following my steps. Simply by changing color it will not work because it's really hard to choose exact same color. Simply choose the color you like and copy its code. Shape 1 and shape 4 must have the same color and shape 2 and 3 have to have the same colors. Simple as that. Now, let's create a solid, name it something like beam light. Search for beam effect and apply it to the solid. We have a beam now. Change its color to white, change softness to 0%, also we can improve the length, but it's not necessary at this moment. Now we have to split solid in the same way as shapes are. Go to Effects, then Beam, find starting and end point, alt-click on stopwatch and connect with position of the shapes. Start point to shape 2, end point to shape 1. Duplicate solid, do the exact thing with shape number 3 and 4. It changes quite well. One more thing, drag both of solid layers to the bottom. To make it look better, we can increase the thickness of the beam. One more thing, to make shapes swap smoother, we can ease all the frames for position on shape layers. Now, pre-compose, split layer to seconds mark, or make same as you have chosen to make shape position swap. Duplicate, drag to the end of the first sequence and make it all the way to the end. Once it's done, create a new sequence at the size you need. I've made a 4K resolution. Next step is to drag our DNA sequence and simply make a line of copies by duplicating and dragging a little bit to the side. Try to make it as straight as possible. Once it's done, check the end time of sequence. Here is 9 seconds and 24 frames. Go to Animation panel, select Keyframe Assistant and Sequence Layers. Write down a time of 9 seconds and 20 frames and it should be working. If not, try to change time a little bit by a few frames. Now it is important to understand that this works according to your sequence time, so keep it up. That would be it in this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, see you in the next video.